guys, welcome to day 29 of the 100-day project. This is day 28. Video is up. It's a short one, and today's going to be our short one too. I was going to say good morning, but the time changed, so it's not morning anymore. I don't know how I feel about the time change, to be honest with you, but I always get used to it, so I guess it doesn't really matter, does it? Yesterday we did this page, and I'm going to show you a couple things I did without you. I did this one. All I did was take a piece of the upholstery squares that I've been working with. I stringed some beads on a piece of wire, made a heart and stitched that on this heart here. Then I stacked 3 little buttons and just made a simple little page. And the other thing I did without you guys was what? It's somewhere in here. This page here, same thing, an upholstery square, stitched it down, and I already had this in my drawer. I went through my drawer and I found a bunch of hearts, and I think I put them away. Yeah, put the other ones away. I made a bunch of little tags back, I think, at the last 100-day project that I did. One of the days was to make something, tags or whatever, and I used a bunch of lace and things, and so I just grabbed one and stuck it on here, and I think I just glued it. So I thought that was cute. It didn't even have a heart on it. And the other thing I did, this one. This one, I just took some hearts that were sitting here on my desk, and I stuck another heart on the back, and I stitched them together. So this has a heart on it already, but I haven't finished the page, or I may leave it like that, I don't know. I stuck the ribbon and a piece of Cluny lace here, and I stitched the heart on, and that's all I did to that page. I'm trying to remember everything. And I think that's all I've done without you guys. So we can do today's page. Yeah, that's it. Okay, so that was yesterday. So today I've done a little prep work because like I said yesterday, need to make it a short video. So I'm going to find the page I want to work on. I think it was back here. I think it's this one right here. And I have prepared a few things. Actually, some of the hearts were already made, but I've got a piece of upholstery fabric here. I'm going to stitch down here. And I've got a piece of lace that's left from some lace I used the other day, and it's the last of the roll, so I'm going to stitch that on the edge. I'm going to cut this little piece of tape off though. I like to let it hang over the edge, so I'm just going to stitch that down there. It's going to have a little border. And then I've got these hearts that were on my desk. I think I cut one of them out, the pink one here. And I just sort of stacked them, and I thought, oh, why not just do what I do with paper? So I stacked them here, and I'm not sure if that's how they'll stay, but they're there for temporary, just to show you. And a piece of upholstery fabric that was left over, this piece here. I cut a couple leaves and a stem, and so that's going to get stitched down. And then I have a button here that I'm going to stick there probably. And these 3 little buttons are to be put over here for little flowers coming up, and I'll stitch those down. So the first thing I'm going to do is go to my sewing machine. I'm going to stitch this piece of lace down, and I'm probably going to hand stitch this with embroidery floss. So I'll do that when I get back. I'll just show you a little bit, and then we'll just kind of assemble this and be done. Okay, I couldn't help myself. I stitched on a little bit more than I said I was going to. I changed my mind at the last minute. I added the little lace I told you about, but I also added this piece here because it was just sitting there, and I saw it and I thought, oh, I think that's cute. I'm going to add it on. So I did. The only reason I didn't stitch on my upholstery fabric is because I'm lazy and I don't feel like changing the sewing machine color of thread. So I'm just going to do it by hand. And I'm probably just going to take some brown thread. Actually, maybe I'll take embroidery floss. Yeah, we'll make it cutesy. I'm just going to take some embroidery floss and stitch around the edges. Take all these off here. Just going to pin it a couple places just so it doesn't slip around. Although I don't care if it's perfectly straight, I don't want it really crooked. Then I'm just going to take some embroidery floss, and I'll just use what I've got here and then change out when I need to. It's 6 strands. I'm going to go through the upholstery fabric first to get started, to put my knot back there. Actually, we'll hide it. And I'm just going to take stitches all the way around, in and out like this. I'm going to stitch the whole thing. I'm going to take care of my flower now, and you're going to ask me, why didn't you just stitch your flowers on before you stitched your upholstery piece on? And I'm going to tell you that was supposed to be what I was going to do, but I got ahead of myself and I didn't do that. So I'm changing gears and switching my plan. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over to my sewing machine and I'm going to stitch my flower pieces all together. What I want to do is just put a bunch of lines on here, just scraggly all over the place. And if I don't like it, we'll do something different. But I'm going to go do that and then I'll be right back. Okay, I went around on my sewing machine. I just made circles and stitched the leaves on, and I think it's kind of cute, so I am going to use it. I want it right there. But first I'm going to stitch on my button here. I'm going to stitch it on kind of right there in the middle of that heart. Okay, my button's on, and then I'm going to go ahead and stitch my little buttons on down here, right there. And I'm going to do it off camera because it's fiddly and this book is bulky, so I'm just giving you the idea of what I'm doing, the concept, so that you know. Okay, so I'm going to do that and then I'll be right back. Okay, I've got my buttons on, and I was going to put little stems on them, but I think I've got enough going on that I don't want the stems. They're just going to be up to your imagination to decide what you see. So I'm going to put my little heart flower here, and I'm going to pin it down, and then I'm going to go and probably just hand stitch, or I may go around it with the machine. I haven't decided, but that's the last step I'm going to take, is just to get my flower down. You can even glue it if you want to. So I'm going to do that and then I'll come back. Okay, my flower is stitched on. I hope that gives you an idea of something you can do in your book. So that's it for today. I will see you tomorrow for day 30, and we will do a little bit more of a project probably type thing tomorrow. Today I'm just kind of sharing what I'm doing for my 29th day, just so that you stay in the loop. All right, I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.